Hi, everybody. Welcome to Enter Tournament of Champions podcast. This is a very serious episode this week.
Yeah. Yep.
Devoid of humor and energy. My name is Jeffrey Widman. That's the long legal name. I am joined by John Denver Van Tyne.
And John Denver's full of shit.
I don't know your middle name. Sorry, dude. It's like David or some shit, right?
Yeah, it's David. It's basic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then also we got Kyle Neely. I don't know what Kyle's short for, but
humorless and energyless over here, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what we're going for today. So this episode, we are discussing one of the, in my opinion, in my humble, very, very humble, quiet opinion, is one of the greatest years of movies ever, probably the greatest years of movies ever. And that's 1999 movies.
Well,
Yeah, we're all very, very excited to go on this journey.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do it the whole episode. A whole NPR episode.
You're like dangerously flirting with your Obama. They're just 1999.
Kyle, why do you sound so far away suddenly?
Yeah, that's weird. I had to press a button on the back that I didn't press at all, so I don't know how it suddenly.
Oh, that's weird.
Yep.
Weird.
Technology sucks.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it.
Well, welcome back.
Kyle,
We're fucking trying to colonize Mars right now, and microphones don't even work right. So I just want everybody to remember that.
Yeah, priorities, right?
Yeah. Jesus.
The internet suddenly stopped working on my computer, and I have to reboot it sometimes. But yeah, let's go to Mars.
Yeah, let's fucking build colonies on Mars, but my internet drops from time to time because we haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah,
so,
their entire
it's cool. Yeah, we're doing things in the right order. That's good.
Their entire
let's
careers.
fucking go to Mars, and we don't even have all of our oceans mapped out. It's not a big deal.
No big deal.
People can't even remember their passwords in their entire career.
I like how we're we're
that's
anti-space here at Inter Tournament of Champions.
Yeah.
We don't like space. We think it's stupid. We don't even think it's real. We think space is fake.
We're
part of the hologram theory or whatever they call it.
I believe in sending trash to space. That's about all I think it's good for.
Sure.
Pretty sure that's what it is. It's space to put trash.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you don't have enough room for it on the surface, so.
Oh yeah.
Shoot
we don't want to burn it here and ruin our fucking Earth. We're just gonna fucking throw it in space. No one lives up there.
Create a trash droid.
Trash droid.
They could just run into another planet. Asteroid.
Trash
droid.
Trash droid. Okay. Wow.
Oh fuck! Why is this stupid as shit make me laugh sometimes?
Wow.
So, but for real, we are talking about 1999 movies and the 1999 movies, and and we're gonna do 2 episodes on this topic because, like I said, this is legitimately one of the greatest years in film. I'm trying to be objective, but my opinion is it's the best year of movies ever. Because the list just doesn't end of movies that are totally watchable and super easy to love.
It's crazy.
So instead of 16 seeds, we added 8 more seeds. We're doing 24 seeds, and we're going to do some of that tournament this time. We're going to do the first 8 matchups, and then do the top 16 next episode. In the next episode, whatever. I'm pretty sure that's a rap song. Yeah, so we're going to do what we traditionally do on tournament episodes. We are going to go through our end of it. We all came up with top 15 this time. We're all just going to list our 15 favorites, 15 through 1, without really any explanation other than my list is right. And... all right. No, but for real, without really any explanation or anything, just because we like to save that for the actual debating part when we have to vote. And then we're gonna try putting it. We're gonna try putting it together in tournament. My God, it's gonna. I assume it's gonna take a while, but at the same time, it might not. We have a lot of favorites listed together, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Might go to Home Depot. So. Starting this episode, the first order I have here is Kyle, then JD, then me. Because I'm pretty sure JD's gone first, the past 5 episodes or something.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot of video games and stuff, so clearly
you go first.
You want me to bookend those because of my knowledge and my contributions to gaming in general.
So it did make sense to have you start.
Of course.
But Kyle, what's your 15 through 1 without Just titles, I guess. Also the cinematographers and the the producers and
And the key grip. Don't forget the fucking key grip.
Oh my God! What? Give me just one last second here. Whatever. Okay, so my number 15 is American Beauty.
Nice.
My number 14 is Three Kings. Number 13 is The Green Mile. My number 12 is Fight Club. My number 11 is The Talented Mr. Ripley. My number 10 is Galaxy Quest. Number 9 is Eyes Wide Shut. Number 8 is Office Space. Number 7, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. 6 is Dogma. 5 is Man on the Moon. 4 is Being John Malkovich. 3 is South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
dick joke.
One 2-hour-long dick joke. And fuck Canada. Number 2 is The 13th Warrior. And number 1 is The Matrix.
Something about the Matrix. I feel like it might come up in one of our lists again. I don't know.
I don't
Just
know.
a hunch.
Maybe. I don't know. I know you guys aren't a big fan, but, you know.
If we all tell the truth, I won't have to shove the red pill up your ass or whatever. I don't know.
I'd tell Morpheus to shove that red pill up his ass.
Something about steak and it being, like, not real.
That's legitimately how the scene goes.
Yeah.
I
like steak even though it's fake.
If I put the steak in my mouth, it's going to taste really good, and it's fake, and I love it, and yada yada. Put me back in the Matrix, please. That's how
Yeah,
the scene
right.
goes.
Please
That's
jack
verbatim.
me back in forever.
Not gonna be a cow if it's dead.
I'm eating it. It's dead.
It's like
Shit, that's so good. All right, JD, what's your 15 through 1?
15 through 1. Okay. Number 15 is Toy Story 2. Number 14 is The Talented Mr. Ripley. Number 13, Election. Number 12, Dogma. Number 11, Galaxy Quest. Number 10, The Green Mile. Number 9, American Beauty. Number 8, Office Space. Number 7, Rushmore. Number 6, you guys are going to see what I did here. The Sixth Sense.
No, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I did that. Number 5, South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. Number 4, BJ Milk. Yo, what's up?
BJ Milk.
BJ Milk, yes. That's Being John Malkovich for the uninitiated.
Yes, it is. Do not make blowjob
Do not-
Wow,
jokes.
that is really
Malkovich,
good.
Malkovich. That movie's fucking weird. That was a weird morning, weird movie to wake up
I
to.
can't wait to watch it again. Honestly.
It's so good. All right, number 3, Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
Number 2, Fight Club, and number 1, Le Matrix.
I believe it is a French movie by Luc Besson.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Could you imagine that version of that movie?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It'd be a
No.
whole bunch of
Too
guys.
colorful. Too
And I
bright.
like Luc Besson mostly, but, like, no thanks.
Yeah, that would be like Neo would be like a supermodel 20-year-old.
I know, yeah. Really thin. Yeah.
Or a child. I don't know. Pick one.
Oh,
Just
you went
a
there.
90-pound while soaking wet, like, female who's just kicking the shit out of all these, like, grown-ass
Yeah.
men. Like,
Why is she
alright.
always wet? It doesn't make sense. That's so true, though.
It was always raining in the other room that she
it'd
came
be like
from.
an 80-year-old action hero out of their prime or whatever, because like
Yeah.
Liam Neeson's and Taken or whatever. I guess that was a.
I'm tooken.
I believe you've taken my daughter.
I believe you took to.
why didn't he say it that way? That would be better.
And I will get my revenge, and I will take you downtown to the cops. I don't know. He's like the least threatening guy.
Watch me get edited over fences.
Yeah.
Seen all those cuts? You
I
see how
will
many
hop a
cuts?
fence. I will
You see
find
how many cuts that they use to
Oh my God,
get him
dude,
over?
it was like
it'll
16.
cut like 6 cuts like to watch him go over a fence. I'm like, oh, he never climbed that fence.
Yeah.
Particular set of skills, and jumping's not one of them.
Either that or
Why
he
didn't
did
you say
climb
that?
the
I'm
fence.
fucking 70. Are you kidding me? When
Either
he's
that or
on-
he did climb the fence, and it like just took like 30 minutes to do it, and they were just trying to make it seem
just
like
cut
it was
cut
happening
it from
like, super
every
fast.
cut it from every angle, so it makes it look like way more actiony. But
Right.
really, it just it looks sad.
So my 15 through 1, the correct list is about to come at your ear balls right now. I'm just kidding, guys. It's okay. We're all different opinions. All right. So my number 15 is the Iron Giant, starring Vin Diesel. It's about family. Number 14 is Office Space. Number 13 is Dogma. Number 12 is Bfinger. Blowfinger.
Blowfinger, come on.
Finger.
Yeah, that was good.
Number 11 is the Inside Her.
Ooh.
You like that? Inside Her? All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 10 is Erection. Number 9
That's
is Galaxy Quest. Number 8 is Come More? I don't know. Rushmore? Number 7
it's a bit of a reach around.
is the Sixth Sense. Number 7 is the Sixth Sense for me. Number 6 is Three Kings. I don't know. I couldn't think of a good one for that. Number 5 is Man on the Moon. Number 4 is Being John Malkovich. Number 3 is South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut Like My Dick.
Yeah, I'm glad that you have that in the right spot, by the way.
Uncut, huh?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Good job,
Yes.
Jeff. It's the right actual number for that.
I agree.
Okay.
My number 2, which is the one JD's going to agree with me on, is Fight Club. That's
Yes.
the correct placement for that movie.
Fucking a couple of high school boys, you know. I fucking like Fight Club. Oh, it's my favorite movie. Okay.
Number 1 seed is The Matrix.
Wow.
so
Never heard of that
it's-
one.
Yeah, never heard of it either. I actually just put it on here because I've heard it was good. That's the only reason I put it so high.
Yeah.
It was a pandering pick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think we've kind of touched on this before in previous episodes, and we did it with 2008 with Dark Knight, where we took out one that was like an obvious winner.
Matrix would
especially
like cream all of these movies.
yeah, absolutely, like no question. Even if no matter what C we put it at, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
We could put it at 24. It doesn't fucking matter. 25 doesn't even matter, and that's not even in a tournament, and that would still manage to win. I don't know how. It just would.
Oh my God, he's coming from the stage with a chair. You know, like it's one of those things.
This one did get... Yes, Kyle inducted this one into the Conqueror's Corner last year. And that means it's in our Hall of Fame, which pretty much guarantees it's going to win no matter what we put it up against. So we're going to leave Matrix out of this one and go with, or, fill out the brackets with, 2 through 15 first. Try to honor our picks as much as we can before we dive into like honorable mentions, which there's going to be a ton of honorable mentions anyway. So
yeah, like no one brought up The Mummy. How dare all of us?
oh my God, Brendan Fraser.
That movie's great.
I did like that movie at the time, though. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
totally
a ton
great.
of fucking
At
fun.
the time when it came out, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I lost a lot of goodwill for the franchise after the Scorpion King CGI debacle.
How dare The Rock is a saint. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm defending him.
The sequel creates like the biggest movie sin for me, and they're like, hey, let's do the first one again, but add a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Right.
nah, dude, I hate all
And
this.
a wrestler that's never been in a movie before.
Yeah, right.
Which at the time, again, that's like a...
That's why they didn't give him
that's
any
pretty
speaking
cardinal
lines,
sin.
except for some like fake Egyptian that they probably gave him. I'm sure it was really Egyptian, but he had like 3 speaking lines and never spoke again for the entire movie.
Oh, yeah, in movies, it's always like not real Egyptian, like, or whatever language.
Yeah.
Like what? There was a movie that I was watching recently, and they were like, "Man, they really butchered the Japanese or whatever it was in this movie." I can't remember what it was, but Twitter was like, kind of like, well, Twitter loses their mind about everything. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw something on Twitter that was like, the translation for this were totally off. It doesn't make any sense. Damn it! And it's a famous movie too. I can't remember what it was. God damn it! It's gonna drive me crazy. I'm turning into George slowly the more I watch Seinfeld.
There we go.
Don't you know we live in a society?
Don't you know we live in a society? But it's funny because everyone says that now, but like,
Yeah.
saying it back then, yeah.
Yeah. He was one shouting it for no reason over little shit. Yeah. So I think just because mutually, JD and I have Fight Club the highest mutually, we're going to put that at 1. And that's a good thing because, it's going to actually be, it could end up being an actual debate, when it comes to later on in the tournament. Kyle is not, you don't even have it in your fucking list. Oh, you do. You have it.
Yeah, I had
sorry.
like 11, yeah. It's
All right,
totally
that's still
fine.
That's fine. That's fine. You put it there. Okay. If The Mummy was above it, we'd have some issues.
I mean, I probably like The Mummy more than I do Fight Club,
What
but
the fuck is
Fight
going
Club's
on?
a better movie. Fight Club's a better movie,
Do we do South Park next or Man on the Moon at 2?
Hopefully South Park.
Oh, yeah,
I've
South
got
Park-
Man on the Moon pretty high, but I'm okay with whatever the commonalities even out to, because South Park is really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do South Park at 2 because JD and I, or Kyle and I, have it correctly placed at 3, and
Yeah.
And I've got
technically-
it absurdly low at 5. I know.
I guess technically we should do Being John Malk, BJ Malk.
BJ Malk.
Great fucking nickname for that, by the way. Thank you, JD.
Thank you.
And then do Man on the Moon. And then we won't go further until we've honored all of our top 5s, which means 13th Warrior will get in here. Sorry, Kyle, that it's not higher.
Mm-hmm.
But you probably saw that coming before we recorded anyway. So.
Yeah, of course I did.
I wish I had seen it before so I could maybe steer the vote
It's on
there.
Hulu.
But...
It's on Hulu.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Okay, cool.
I'm
just
literally typing in
cancel-
BJ Milk. All
I'm
right.
just gonna cancel this totally legal not download of the 13th Warrior.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. It's totally legal, so
Well,
it's fine with me.
I'm just gonna cancel that.
Use Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so
It's
number
totally canceled.
5 then is 13th Warrior. My name is Antonio Banderas. I am Arabic in this movie. All right.
Yeah, but he totally plays an Arabic guy. That would not fly these days. You couldn't do that.
This year has a lot of stuff that really just wouldn't really fly anymore.
No.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah, no,
I
man.
miss it. Be more
There's
offensive.
3 movies about old guys falling in love with young people, or I guess old people falling in love with young people, or the other way around. There's like 3 or 4 movies that involve
Is
that.
Big Daddy kind of
only-
one of those?
No. That's a
not
different
the
kind
same
of
at all.
love.
It's so fucked up. I love it.
That's great.
Oh my
Leave it to
god.
leave it to the Catholic to.
I do love Big Daddy though. Big Daddy's good shit. I love that movie.
It's great.
Fuck. I accidentally I hit like a hotkey on my keyboard and closed out of the window, so now I gotta like
Oh man.
remember what the fuck we did.
With a hotkey.
Hotkey, Being John Malk. That's what I put at 3.
BJ Milk.
Man on Moon.
Are we
say
going to talk
Big
about
Bang
why
Man on
End
the-
of Days isn't on our list? Or
The devil. Yeah,
I'm going to kill the devil with the gun.
I just love because I love that movie a lot.
Dude, I do
back
too.
then. I watched the shit out of it, and I remember being like, "Dude, her name is Christine York, and it's Christ in New York, bro!" Like it blew my mind, and it.
always stupid.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. It's like, it's 666, it's 999 because in dreams you see numbers upside down and it's reverse. Like
backwards.
all the things that they
Um,
said, so stupid.
I really just like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like they really just nailed it with the like. Well, we're gonna have like Arnold Schwarzenegger just like get a lot of guns and go fight the devil in New
Yeah,
York. I'm like,
that
dude,
was cool.
yes, like, sign me up for that whole premise.
Oh shit!
I'm very upset that you guys watched that movie at all.
I have
no,
it.
I'm
I
just
have,
kidding.
I have it right here on DVD. It's right there.
I literally have the
Looking at
DVD
it.
also staring right at it as well.
What the
looking at.
fuck is going on?
It's a DVD,
All right.
Jeff. That means I
Hold on.
owned it like over 20 years ago.
I'm putting for all of that. I'm putting 6 cents at 6 because it's funny. It's
God.
funny to do that.
Yes, that's why I did it.
6.
I had it and Rushmore switched, but I did it for that.
Even though we didn't talk about Rushmore all week, I just completely forgot to put it on my list, and it would have
Oh, I
easily
see.
been like 5 or number 6 for me. So
Oh,
you could
okay.
put Rushmore up real high if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Sweet,
Well, yeah. Then
sweet.
JD and I have it middle,
Got it,
like
7.
yeah, 7.
Yeah, that's exactly where I would probably have it. Like, not,
Okay.
not,
Well,
not
then I'll just put it next. Then I'll put it at 7.
Okay.
That's great. That's one I did rewatch before we recorded. That's a
Rushmore's
great
awesome.
movie. Yeah.
It
It's
really-
been a while for me, and yeah, I didn't laugh as much as I did the last time I found it, unfortunately.
I
But-
don't. The humor is more like.
it's not like laugh out loud, but it's just like situational. like-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's typical Wes Anderson shit.
yeah. But it's
No, I
also
love
the
it.
most like it's also the most grounded of Wes Anderson's movies too. Like it's not
Yeah.
like weird and cartoonish and stuff. It's just like pretentious and silly. I don't know. It's a hard movie to like describe.
There's some of
yeah.
it's like every act is presented by like a curtain being pulled. So there's some of it's a little.
Oh, that's true. There's still a little
Yeah,
that,
realized.
there's still a little that stylized like
Yeah.
to it, but yeah, it never like full on goes like to a
No, it's not
cardboard cutouts in the background and stuff like that, like some of
Right.
those more recent movies.
like miniature bullshit. The stuff that
Yeah,
people
exactly.
like,
The
make fun of
miniature
them for
shit.
now.
Yeah. Do people do that?
So Sixth Sense and Rushmore were high for, I mean, pretty much all of us then. Should we do...
House on Haunted Hill next, right?
You guys, fuck, I really like that movie. Creeped the fuck out of me.
I do too, dude. I get
I
all
watched
the way
it a
off
lot
my
as a
back
kid,
about
man.
Get all the way off my back about it. Like that's
Oh yes. Ghosts that twitch when they walk are tight.
tight.
They're real tight. Anyway, I love those videos.
Barely an inconvenience.
Yeah. Go watch those pitch meeting videos on Screen Rant.
Yeah, those things are fucking great, man.
Yeah, that dude's hilarious. Number 8. So I guess we should do Office Space at 8. Mutually, if we're going by mutual, you two have it at 8. I have it at, well, I guess technically Kyle has it at like 9 now because of Rushmore or whatever. But I have it at 14, so I do like it a ton.
No, you hate it.
No. These are all movies that I genuinely really like.
Yeah, I know.
A ton to love. I feel like it should be next. That's the one everybody, talks about still.
That's like
it's so, even though it's like the corporate environment is totally different now, it's still the exact same. Like in the way that Office Space portrays it. Like
it's
know.
close enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's still
those character archetypes are real, even if the environment has changed. I guess that's what I mean. Like, yeah, it's cool.
What? Damn it, I'm looking through commonalities that are higher. Galaxy Quest.
And we all three have Galaxy Quest. We all three have.
Kyle and I have it in our 10.
Dagma.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
I've got it at 11.
Well, I
so
guess
it's not
Kyle
far out of
technically
my
has
10.
it outside now because of Rushmore.
Yeah,
Again,
it's
I
out
don't
of
consider Rushmore.
I'd probably switch that in over Eyes Wide Shut just because I watch Galaxy Quest more and Eyes Wide Shut's like a hard
I haven't
watch.
seen Eyes Wide Shut since the first time I watched it, so I'm going to rewatch that. Especially if it makes it in there.
It's a good movie. It's just a hard one. It's just long.
It is, yeah. It's
a hard watch, man. Yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah, I mean, I watched
Galaxy Quest is so fucking fun though. Like that's
I could watch Galaxy Quest all.
Oh yeah, same here. Yeah, that movie's just a gas.
I hadn't seen it. I mean, I watched it like a month ago, but I hadn't seen it then since like I saw it in theaters when it came out.
Oh wow,
that's how long it had been for me.
Wow.
And wow. Wow. Yeah, Layla, what does he say? Yeah, get on that. I'm gonna get off that thing.
Yeah, I'll get all the way off that thing.
Barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, barely an inconvenience.
Oh God, it's so good. Anyway, so Galaxy Quest at 9. 9. You would think me, the Kubrick cuck, the cuck brick, cub cuck, I don't know, would have Eyes Wide Shut in my 15, but I don't. I think I just need to watch it again.
It's good. Like I like that like secret society like.
Yeah.
It's cool. I wasn't picking up on all of his genius and stuff back then.
Well, and like it's
genius.
Man, it's just really interesting. I don't know, like, and like for the fact that they were like together at the time. I don't know. The movie has
all the drama like behind the scenes and stuff is actually what I remember more than the movie itself.
Yeah. Man, yeah. It's. I think that's mostly what I have it like in my like 10 for, just because like I was like, man, it was such an experience to make that movie. I'm sure, like, from what it sounded like.
I'm putting.
It's just good.
I'm putting Dogma at 10 because Kyle's got it at 6. I got it at 13. JD's got it at 12. But I just put it there because Kyle has it highest, and we haven't talked about like mutual whatever.
Love that movie.
Maybe Kevin Smith's best movie. I don't know. Chasing Amy
Chasing Amy's really best for me.
Chasing Amy like by today just doesn't age well by today's
I disagree.
Well, I mean, the like turning a girl straight, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't play well in like the days.
She's bisexual. If you just acknowledge that she's bisexual, then it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I guess you could do it that way, but I could see it just being. That's
how I see it.
I know a lot of people who like watch it have like problems with it and stuff like that, but I think that's one of his better movies because
especially because
it's played so straight and like
she was with men before and she loved doing that stuff.
Yeah,
and then she just switched to women. Like it's like no, she just likes both genders. So.
How progressive of you, Jeff?
That's just how I interpreted it, and it does. I think Kevin Smith was writing it specifically to make Holden look like an idiot, up until like the last 5 minutes of the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
when he was like, all right, fine, distance is what she needs or whatever. And anyway, but yeah, all the shit that he was doing was like dumb as shit. Like, why you are so insecure.
Oh yeah.
Your suggestions are so terrible. Like, let's all have a threesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear Kevin Smith was like thinking of making him look like a complete buffoon.
A moron. Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind of makes sense though, because I've had those insecure moments myself in relationships where I'm like, who you texting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on over there?
What are you doing? Yeah. So I get it. You know, like I've been there. Maybe I saw too much of myself in it. I don't know. Whatever. I love that movie.
I like that movie a lot. But yeah, I know people have a bone to pick with it these days, and I'm just like, all right,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah. And I've heard that opinion from people, and then it creates a conversation about like like, well, actually, she's bisexual, stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like the Bohemian Rhapsody thing with like, he's gay. No, he's bisexual. No, he's gay. And
Yeah.
there's two sides of the conversation happening there.
Yeah.
Which I'm not allowed to be a part of.
No.
I got to check
Not
my
as
shadow
a
privilege.
a straight white male over there, Jeff. Jesus. Check your
To pull out
privilege.
my Japanese, I got to check my shadow privilege.
Your shitto.
My shito.
My shadow privilege. Anyway, sorry. Learning one word at a time, like, and just going over the same words every day, basically. 7 is Nyanya, by the way, and I think that's funny.
Okay.
That's 7. I don't. Whatever. Nyanya. Speaking of numbers, hey, what's okay, number 11. Here we go. All right. Like I said, this part's going to take the most time. What else do we have in our commonalities? We don't have anything else in our 10 shared. What do we have in our 15 that's shared? You guys like Talented Mr. Ripley a lot. That's really cool.
That's good, man.
It's good shit. Green, no. Yeah, Green Mile, I guess. Green Mile, Talented Mr. Ripley, Three Kings, American Beauty. JD hates Three Kings.
I've never seen it. It's on my homework watch list.
Jesus Christ, JD.
Don't judge me.
You would really,
judge
really
me
like
for
that
not seeing
movie.
it.
You would like that movie so much.
Yeah, I've got it.
That
totally
movie
not,
is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got it totally not downloading right now.
Not, yeah, totally legally, of course. Through
legally.
like iTunes, and because you bought it. Yeah,
Of course,
obviously.
of course. Yeah,
I know what you
I
mean.
do the iTunes and the Voodoos and all of those legal things. I do. Yeah.
What?
Didn't
Yeah.
didn't that director like freak out on this set or something?
Yes, yeah. George
Awesome.
Clooney threatened to beat him up.
Yeah, I'm all about that story. Yeah.
That's cool.
All that stuff is fascinating as shit. I love it. All right. Why did I leave Eyes Wide Shut out? That's fine. It's fine. I'll get over myself. American Boot. We can do American Booty.
Booty. Yeah.
Oh, actually, Green Mile makes more sense. I'm going to do that. Green Mile than American
Yeah,
Beauty.
do that. American Beauty is just okay.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty.
It's just top
pretty
15 of the year of like 100 great movies or whatever. But just okay.
I like that movie.
It's not even in
I do
our
too.
version.
It's only the.
It's good. It's been a while since I've watched it though. I haven't watched it post.
been a while.
It's another one.
Post Spacey.
I was gonna say it's another one that doesn't age well, but for a different reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is.
Oh wow,
too
he's
real.
having
This
sex
is
with
way
an
too real.
underage person in this
Yeah.
movie, huh?
Yeah. Wow. What
Oh,
do you
then
know?
Wow.
Put Election at 13. I almost ignored.
I
that
like
one.
that movie. I don't know why it's not on my. For whatever reason, I thought that was last year because I watched that movie a long time ago for homework for this podcast. So I have no idea how that happened.
Probably because like after I watched it the first time, I wouldn't shut up about it. And that was a couple years ago. That was because I heard it on a podcast recommended or whatever.
I thought you talked about it in some episode.
maybe we watched it for something that's not 1999.
I can't remember what that would be though.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
School movie? We've never done school
No,
movies.
absolutely not. But we should. That's a great fucking.
Yeah, like
Oh,
high school
shit.
movies or whatever.
Oh my god, yeah.
And
Billy
school's about to
Madison.
start. If we
Oh,
can-
dude, look at that. School is starting here, so.
Yeah, it's starting for me in like 3 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks, whatever.
Wow.
Wow. Speaking of wow, he co-wrote Rushmore.
What?
Oh, yeah,
Who?
yeah, wow. We should have
Get
Matt
out of
Fisher
here.
do
That's
this
so
or Bill Murray.
crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, he really. Some good writing in that. Wow.
Yeah, no shit. I can't believe that's crazy. All right, so I got to backtrack a little bit and throw some love to Lockstock because we can't just leave
Oh,
it
yeah.
out at Kyle's number
Yeah.
7.
I've got that in my 16. If I'd watched it more than once, I probably would have it higher up there.
The
But
movie's like almost as good as Snatch.
almost.
But people just talk about Snatch.
I know. And unfortunately, I fall into the category of people that watch. I think I got like the DVD combo where you get both movies. And I only watched Snatch, and then I was like, "Hey, this."
Yeah, it's because they're always just trying to give Lockstock away. Like it's just like, oh, and here. Just
yeah, and that's kind of how I felt
that's
about
a good
it.
one.
Like,
That's where we are. That's where it all started. Like you know, like Guy Ritchie really made a name with that movie.
yeah.
I like Snatch more, way more.
Oh, I like Snatch more
anyway,
too. That's what we're saying. I mean, that's.
Oh, okay.
You're just agreeing with what Katie and I are both saying, so that's good
Yeah.
that you agree.
No, I refuse. I'm going to disagree to some extent by just doing it just because it's fun. I'm going to put Eyes Wide Shut next just because we're kind of leaving our collective top 10s now, and I just want to make sure all of those are acknowledged before we move on to the 11 through 15. I'm pretty sure we got everything from JD's. Yes, we did.
Yeah, my 10's covered.
My 10 is good. So yeah, that makes sense. Put Eyes Wide Shut. And then, okay, so now we're at collectively 11 through 15. All right. So Talented Mr. Ripley goes next. That makes the most sense. It's Sherd, so makes sense. Oh, Kyle, would you have put Mononoke somewhere in your 15 too, or?
God damn it. Yeah.
I want to make sure I put it in the bracket somewhere.
That would be like number 3.
Really? You love it that much?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like one of my favorite animes of all time.
Oh, okay. I'll move all of our shit down for a little bit. Just a little bit.
Man, that's crazy.
Just by one number. Because we're going by the, just in case listeners don't know, we're going by the American wide release date, and that came out in 1999 for America.
America.
Or everywhere, I guess I should say. So I'm moving everything down like a spot until what's the one that we ended on? 13th Warrior. So number 6 will be Mononoke.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, no, I really love that movie. That's a major oversight for me. That's two this list. I've had this list for a long time, so that's just a major problem
that's
on my part.
because we just love the shit out of that year, man. What the fuck? It didn't copy and paste election. You piece of shit. I love it when copy and paste doesn't work, guys. Don't you love that?
It's the best.
It's the best. All right. Copy.
We're trying to colonize Mars. Copy and paste.
Copy and paste to work. Fuck, man. All right. 12, 11 to 10 is Dogma. Oh, fuck you. Copy it, you piece of fucking shit. Gonna go to Mars with this shit? Sir, I would send you the logs, but I can't copy and paste.
You think it's going to be like
logs on the air?
You think it's going to be like the Matt Damon movie up there? No,
Yeah.
It never goes like that.
No,
you know?
it's
not
never
how
going to
it
go that
goes.
smoothly.
It's going to be more like Interstellar's Matt Damon, more than
He's going to be very upset he's in
where he's
space
just
at
up
all.
there and he's really mad and upset and really wants to get home and he's willing to kill anybody to do it. You know, like that's kind of what's going to happen.
Fuck, it's so true. Rush
I made a mistake. I don't want to be up here.
I'm here for you, bro, as you're dying.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm here with you. Never mind, I can't watch.
Yeah, right?
Like, what?
It's the way he's, I can't see this.
Yeah,
I can't watch this. I can't do this. Dude.
You just said you're going to be
selfish
with him.
fuck.
Yeah, somebody's villain monologuing right now. That's what that is.
You see your children.
Do you see them? I wish I had kids. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to hold your hand. Never mind, I can't. Okay, I'm going to turn around again.
Yeah. Look at you squirm. Oh, that's awful. I can't look.
But I'm going to watch. I'm going to turn around and say
I'm
one more
gonna
thing.
still watch. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Oh, yeah. Make it sound like he's like getting turned on by it. Yeah, it's good shit. Skip
They
around.
should have a jerk off port in this spacesuit.
Fuck. I am gonna, I'm gonna put one in for me. I'm putting Insider in here. You guys.
And then what?
Watch that shit. Insider.
Oh, okay.
Insider?
That's,
Inside of you.
I have 12 more hours left to not download on that movie, so because nobody in the world owns it.
Mine was also taking my totally legal download was also taking a very long time. So
Yeah. Totally legal from iTunes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
I totally know what you're talking about.
It's just.
Oh,
I mean,
God damn it. I'm not respecting a lot of my picks. Bowfinger has got to go next, too, then.
Oh,
I can't wait to rewatch this, man. It's been too long.
It's so fucking good. All right. Toy Story 2.
Sure.
Because it looks
I mean,
like
I
all
guess-
Kyle's picks.
I mean,
are-
I guess. No, I like Toy Story 2. People are like, oh, that one's like the worst. I'm like, yeah, I've like a really good series. Like, what
Yeah,
what
it's
does that
still
mean?
like
Yeah.
among one of the best animated movies ever. Okay, whatever. That's
I'm like,
fine.
what does that even mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do we have room for Deep Blue Sea?
Oh my God, that movie is such a blast.
It is
It's so
like,
stupid though, but
yeah,
I
it's-
love it.
it's- And I actually like The World Is Not Enough 007. That's actually one of my favorite Pierce Brosnan 007.
What?
Yeah, I like that one. I mean, I like GoldenEye more and like, you know,
Good for you. Sorry.
but like, yeah, The World Is Not Enough with the dude who can't like feel pain and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
That shit was awesome. I like that movie.
Oh yeah.
It's my 28th ranked movie of the year.
Yeah, I've got it at like 33.
I mean, I didn't like love
right.
it. I thought it was, you know, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, Brosnan was a good Bond. You know.
We're
fucking
not
sexy.
American Pie cucks here apparently, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, not anymore. I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, and now I just can't get into it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
Sorry.
I
Sorry,
never
man.
really like that. I never really liked that whole series, so sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't get like after the first one. I was like, I see what they're offering, and
It's
then that
super
was it.
dude bro to me, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I put in Iron Giant at 21. So we have 3 spots left.
Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. Let me pitch this to you guys. Oh no, I don't. That's
Somebody say steak.
Hear me out. Rob Schneider.
yeah, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. It's Rob Schneider.
It's not wrong. We can do. All of us have a. Well, JD doesn't have it that high, but 10 things I hate about you is an honorable mention for me.
No, I mean, yeah, I like that movie a lot.
No, yeah.
I watched that for Heath Ledger homework for some reason, I think. Or rom-coms or love story movies recently or something. Whatever we did.
Came up in school a lot. They're like, here's a video day, and they would put on this movie, and I'm like, why? That makes no sense.
Yeah, because it's a Shakespearean adaptation. I can't remember what it is though. Taming of the Shrew or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's pretty.
If you watched it in English class. If you watched it like in history, there's no fucking reason for that.
No, exactly. I remember being like science or something. You know, like, what the fuck
That makes no sense.
teacher was just like, I'm hungover. Like, fuck off, kids.
So Big Daddy. It sounds like we all like that movie a ton.
I like Big. Yeah, remember when we all used to like Adam Sandler? That was fun.
It was
Might
a
have been
fun
the
time.
last one I full blown loved. I mean, unless like Waterboy was after this year.
I forget. Yeah, but
I think Waterboy was before.
I think Waterboy was before also, because this is kind of like a more. I don't want to say more
it's
serious
98.
because it's still very silly, but like it's a
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, it's dealing with actual
It's a
like, real
mess.
relationships.
There's some things that are going on there, you know.
Yeah, Wedding Singer was just before this too. So yeah, I mean, this was still within his.
Yeah, like there's some Sandler movies after this that I liked. I mean,
Yeah.
Punch Drunk Love is fucking 2002.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I love that movie, but I'm
I like
talking about
Click,
Adam
but-
Sandler humor. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Click, but like
Yeah.
Big Daddy felt like the one that I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this over and over again.
Yeah. Scuba Steve. Yeah.
Yeah,
Enjoy-
bro.
I enjoy Click too. Quite a good deal.
Click to the sequel. Get clickier.
Click.
Get clicked.
Should we do October Sky, or would you guys want to try to watch the Scorsese movie?
Oh, I want to try to watch the Scorsese movie, but I mean, I like October Sky a lot too, though. So,
Okay.
I like October
but
as well.
but
We
I'm
can
gonna
just go
watch.
with what we know, and it doesn't matter because it's the last pick anyway.
Yeah.
So no Spy Who Shagged Me. That's not gonna sneak in. Come on. That's obviously the best Austin Powers. So.
I'm just going by mutual. Because
Heather Graham looks great in it.
Heather Graham is and will always be like
Yeah.
hardcore
You know,
Hollywood crush.
If you're on your Heather Graham fix, just go watch Boogie Nights, though. That's better.
If you're on your Heather
Thank
Graham fix, go watch her arc in Scrubs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't even remember it.
Hot.
How dare you?
Hot.
It's,
I'm
how dare
literally
you.
the worst person in the world. All right, so the brackets are set. We're just going with what we know for this episode. But definitely don't sleep on. I mean, this goes for you guys and everybody listening. Don't sleep on Bringing Out the Dead. That is a Scorsese movie with Nicolas Cage, and it's pretty fucking wild. He plays an EMT that's on the late shift, and he can't sleep, and he's haunted by people that he can't save, or visions. He's haunted by visions of them. It's not a supernatural movie. Yeah, it's just really good, man. It's got some, in the third act especially, it's got some fear and loathing vibes, even though he's not on drugs. He's like, with a partner who's all metal and violent.
Nice.
And they're like rocking out to metal music and punk music, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's so great.
Cool.
So that's one of my recommends, and Blair Witch should go mentioned, just because
It came out that year.
it came out that year, and like it was weird. Like when I saw it in 1999, I probably didn't even see it then. I probably saw it after I started working at Blockbuster a couple of years later, and it was just kind of like, that's the movie everybody won't shut up about. But then I watched it again like a couple of years ago before the new one came out, or I guess that was 4 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, never mind. This movie's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It's just some more takes I hear on it, the more I respect the movie and what it was trying to do. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on, but it is an hour-and-a-half movie, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's really just people like being in front of a camera in the woods going, where are we?
Yeah.
What's going on?
And they're like
Is that
getting
our
like
friend?
more mad at each other, and
Oh, yeah. What do you mean you forgot the map?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It's kind of reminiscent of It Comes at Night in a way, because like that movie was kind of built upon like there's something at night,
Yeah.
better wait for it, and then nothing really happens, and it ended up being more about the suspense and the paranoia and stuff like that. But Blair Witch I'm not saying Blair Witch had this paranoia message in it, or theme.
Dude, I was so waiting for it to come at night, and it never did.
It never did. But that's why I fucking love that movie. It's so genius for that. Yeah. Especially the trailers telling you it's coming at night, and then you go to the movie and you're like, I was just paranoid the whole time, and I'm like,
I was just
that's
like,
the point.
It's gonna pop out in the third act for sure, like CG Marvel style, like CG third act.
Felt like that was the point of the movie.
Good job, maybe.
Because the characters in the movie are overreacting to their own paranoia, so I mean, it just made sense to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about It Comes at Night. But last one I had
that was crazy.
in my honorable mentions was Ravenous, and it's a movie by a guy who I've never heard of before, but it's like a horror western movie where these guys that fought in like I want to say Civil War. But one of them becomes cannibals. It's a cannibal horror movie, basically.
Cannibal horror
with
movie.
Guy Pearce and Robert Carlyle, and for some reason David Arquette's in this too, for like a little bit.
Okay.
Which is kind of wild. But yeah, it's pretty fucking good. And again, another hour and a half in and out, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a cult following. A lot of people were recommending it to me when I was telling them, about 1999 movies. They were like, Ravenous, watch that. I was like, okay, guys, let's pump the brakes. But it ended up being pretty damn good, so I give him props for that. It's a decent movie. Anyway, do you guys have others you wanted to mention? I know you mentioned others as we were going along. Episode 1,
really.
Phantom
Probably.
Menace.
That was
I mean, Phantom Menace is this year, yeah. I mean,
it happened.
There's a really good lightsaber fight in that movie.
Yeah, dude, and a good score too. That's one of the
That's
John
a
Williams'
great
best, dude.
score. Yeah, might be one of the best songs that he's ever done. Is that
This,
Tool song.
I remember my parents actually getting me out of school early to go see that movie and wait in
I remember
line
seeing that
outside with all
movie.
the Star Wars people.
I was like, I don't know, 13 when that movie came out, and it was like the shit. Now it's pretty bad. Now it's pretty bad. But at that time, it was everything. And but I remember my parents like walking out, and they were just like, "We're not seeing the next ones."
I only remember, and I think that was pretty much the trend, because like when I saw this in theaters, that was the only time I saw it. I never saw it on home video.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe saw it once again over the course of my life. Because I assume it was like my parents took me, and they were like, they probably said the same thing to themselves, and that's probably why I never saw the second one in theaters.
Fucking doing that, yeah.
I did see the third one in theaters because we were in high school by that time, and you could all do shit together.
Senior year, and I remember it came out.
And we did, and that was fun.
Yeah,
that was an adventure. My friend was more hyped about Kill Bill Volume 2, and that was like just when I was starting to get into Tarantino.
Oh wow, I'm
Yeah.
sure he wasn't so hyped after he walked out of it, but
He was like, you know, it was fine, but yeah, he was
yeah, I
big
don't know.
time
Yeah,
Tarantino
that's pretty.
dude.
That's being pretty. I don't know. That Kill Bill 2 bothers me big time.
Yeah,
Like remember how like the whiplash effect from like the first movie?
yeah. The first movie's like, oh, cool. It's a shout out to kung fu movies and shows.
The
And
second
the second
movie-
one's like,
the
it's
shout out
just
to a bunch of
drama.
people. It's a shout out to a bunch of people talking in different location movies.
That's it.
And it's
Hey,
like
remember
super
dialogue?
boring. Yeah, you killed me. I know. Well, I'm mad about it. Okay. Sometimes I'm being,
Oh
being
shit.
super reductive, but
Yeah, but it is needlessly long, and it is.
it
kind of
is. It's super long. It's
Yeah.
so paced weirdly, and
Yeah.
oh my god, like how long is she in that coffin for? Jesus Christ.
He was defending it more than I was because I remember I was kind of riding the wave of his hype.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched the movie, I was like, "Why the fuck was that movie so long?" When we came out of it, and he was like, "Well, I don't know. I like this part and this part." And I'm like, "Of course you do. Of course you fucking do. You wanted to like it." Anyway, I don't know. There was tons of movies from this year. You mentioned Austin Powers. Fuck me. Mystery Men is a fun one.
Mystery
I
Men's
forgot
fun.
about that
Yeah.
one.
Sleepy
that's a good
Hollow.
I
Come on,
had
guys.
I don't even know if I've seen it. Like I feel like I have when I worked at Blockbuster, and then I forgot about it.
What's that?
Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, really?
It's
It's a John Depp movie, man. You know?
Yeah, Jonathan Depp is.
yeah. Hey, it's really Tim Burton. Go figure.
It's super Tim Burton.
I mean,
very.
It might be one of the most Tim Burton ass movies
Really
I've ever
is.
seen.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I do remember trailers and images from it. And
Yeah.
I know Chris Walken's in it too.
Yeah, because he has a head for like
He's
5
like, "Hey,
seconds in this movie, and
Look
yeah,
at my head. Look at my head. Hey,
Look at me. I'm a headless horseman.
Hey.
You know? Yeah. Hey.
my body. It ain't got no head.
Wow. My head is like
Yeah.
over there. You know? And got my face on it.
Two little mice.
JD, you included Varsity Blues. I've never seen that movie.
I mean,
It's
I don't want your life.
your life, but I say
Yeah.
that all the time.
I know, right? The picture being, I don't want your life.
Mark
Yeah,
and I
between-
scream at each other all
Between
the time.
him and Gyllenhaal's character, like they both have those moments. where
Gyllenhaal's
they-
in that?
No. In October Sky, like you
Oh.
get two of the good like country, like talking back to their dads about their lives.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's
I
true.
don't, or you don't know my life. Like that's like
Yeah.
a really powerful moment in
Yeah.
in October Sky. So yeah, you
Yeah,
get
it
some
is.
good country,
True.
country
Chris
boy.
Cooper.
Oh,
So he's a great character in October Sky. We'll talk about that though. But he's
Yeah.
a fucking great character.
he really is.
Yeah.
Some bad ones I wanted to mention. Wild Wild West can go fuck itself, except for the song.
No, that's
Wow.
the whole
all about
movie
that song,
is
bro.
abysmal, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember watching it several times when I was younger, trying to convince myself it was good, just because my mom said it was good, and it's not
Yeah.
good.
I watched it once, and that
Yeah,
was all I
watched
needed.
it one
That was all my
time as a
business.
kid, and I go, nope.
Also, 1998 or 1999, I guess the Oscars were held, but 1998, whatever, was the year that it came out. Limited release, but Shakespeare in Love did come out in January. And fuck that movie with every single fiber of my
We
being.
hate that movie
Oh, wow.
because
You know,
Yeah.
like
what it did to Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
We hate it.
yeah.
No.
It's fucking asshole movie won Best Picture against Saving Private Ryan.
I've never seen it, and I'm going to continue not to see it because of that.
Yeah.
So.
Never.
It's so not good.
It's so not good.
It doesn't make any sense. Like I was talking to my aunt is an English teacher, and she fucking hates that movie too because it like makes no goddamn sense. Like if you know anything about Shakespeare at all, it's a totally illogical movie. And I was like, yay! Somebody that's like scholarly and educated is like agreeing with me. It felt so good to be validated. But
Right.
I think Thin Red Line and Saving Private Ryan split the vote at the Academy for some reason, even though Saving Private Ryan's infinitely better. But whatever, that's fine.
What? Yeah, they're like so on different. They're playing
they
different
are.
games, dude. Yeah,
I
like
know.
I know they're both war movies, but like one is so much better than the other.
Very clearly, yes, I agree. Doesn't make sense. There's also a movie called The Other Sister, and I don't know if you guys ever saw this.
I haven't. No.
This is Julie. No, that's not her name. That's not her name at all. Fuck, I'm blanking on her name. But was she in Natural Born Killers?
Oh.
Is she opposite Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, I think so. What is her goddamn name? She's really young looking, like permanently young looking.
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis?
Yes, Juliette
it?
Lewis.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go.
Was she in the Natural Born Killers? I might be thinking of somebody else. I don't know. But she and Giovanni Ribisi play like mentally handicapped people,
Oh.
and it's very much like a caricature and I Am Sam
Okay.
version of it.
Oh, wow.
It's very much like the version they were making fun of for actors for doing in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
And that's
Okay.
why it's in my dishonorable mentions. It's just fucking tasteless. It's not good.
Hence my I was like,
Do y'all remember when it's in Malkovich, so it might not be fresh, but somebody walks up to him in a restaurant and they're like, "Hey, I really liked your performance as that retard in that movie." And he's like, "Oh wow, thank you." He's like, "Yeah, you were really great just as the retarded guy in that movie." He's like, "Yeah, wow, thank you." He's like, "Man, my
That's
brother,
fucking great.
my brother is a retard," and so it just and his response to that while he's still talking is, "Oh wow, thanks." He's like, "So my brother's a retard, and so it just means
What
a lot."
the fuck? I gotta watch
It's
the movie
so
again.
awkward.
It's so weird.
It's
Charlie
so
Kaufman
good.
excels at the awkward, man. He's so good at it.
Yeah.
We can just dive right into the first 8 matchups, and then we're getting the fuck out of here.
Get done. Get gone.
Get out of here. I don't know what I'm.
stop it.
All right, so first we're going to start with like the lowest one of the. Well, actually, let's just go in the order that I have it on the brackets. Number 16 seed versus number 17 seed is first. It's Eyes Wide Shut versus Talented Mr. Ripley.
Motherfucker.
Wow.
Exactly. We're already at motherfucker.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh wait, I have Eyes Wide Shut twice.
That's a-
oh.
We have room for something else. Put House on Haunted Hill in there. Do it.
Okay. I know I moved Eyes Wide Shut down to 16 to make room for Mononoke. What was in the 14th spot then? It wasn't an election. What am I missing? God damn it!
Are you missing something, or did something get doubled?
I have to be missing. Yeah. Well, I have to be missing something. Fuck me. Fuck me with a fork.
You got
Or
Lock, Stock
something.
in there?
Am I missing 3 kings? I might be missing 3 kings.
What?
Yeah, it might be 3 kings.
What?
Yeah, that's fine though. I put it in the. That was probably what we had at 14. I think. It might have been higher than that.
That makes sense though, because
Yeah, because
we don't have. So we were done with our. Let's see. We were done with our 3-way commonalities before the 10 was done. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see 3 kings anywhere unless I'm just blind. I feel. Control F.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't see it. I just never mind. It's 15 is 3 kings then.
Okay.
Sweet.
But this matchup is still 16-17.
This matchup has not changed. It is still a fuck me matchup.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, great. Yeah. Nice
What
pivot.
misery have we wrought to ourselves? The order. Oh, sorry. The order was the same as we presented our top.
No.
And yes, it was.
No, it's not.
Our 15s. So Kyle, you're first.
Ow.
At least this is already like we're at 16 and we're already like fuck me. That's what it says about this year.
Eyes Wide Shut.
This
And
is Mr. Ripley, New Love.
Ripley. Just watched it last night.
Yeah, love it.
The Lucky Mr. Ripley is what they should call it.
Yes.
Oh my
very,
God.
very
so
fortunate.
fucking for
He's
a
really
very
just
long time.
he's just really
Yeah.
more lucky than he is talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie though. It was fun. With star-studded and Gwyneth Paltrow, what a year for her, I guess.
Yeah.
By the way, she didn't know Samuel L. Jackson was in the MCU, so that's fun. I'm serious. That's a real thing. Look it up.
That
Yeah.
Oh my
is great.
God.
She's like, oh, I had no idea he was in those movies. I was like, you had a scene with him.
He had like more than I
You
thought.
fucking weirdo.
I thought she did. I don't. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, did she?
The well, maybe
I guess Iron Man 2 was like
Iron Man
maybe
2 or
everyone
something?
wasn't at the funeral at Endgame. I think people were digitally in at the funeral.
No, everybody was there.
Oh, then yeah. What's his face is on the
Yeah,
deck.
he would have been there unless she's
He was.
racist. That's a possibility.
Dude, yeah. Well, and she said the same thing about I forget. She's like, I didn't know I was in Spider-Man or something like that. I forget. She's been on a roll lately. She's like, I don't even know what roles I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wait, I was in that movie on the Chef Show.
Yeah.
I'm so
shit.
concerned with Goop right now. I don't even care.
Yeah, goof.
Fucking Goop.
Fucking goop. Man, yeah. And then Eyes Wide Shut. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I had Eyes Wide Shut a little higher. I do like Talented Mr. Ripley quite a bit, though. I think I'll go Eyes Wide Shut, though. I think hopefully that. Well, it's probably gonna get. I don't know how this works out from here, but if it still sticks around, it's worth a rewatch for both of you guys. It's been a while.
I agree.
So I think for that sake, I'm gonna go ahead and go Eyes Wide Shut. It's a good, yeah. But good luck with it. It's long.
It is, but it's Kubrick, so it's
not needlessly
gratifyingly
just
long.
Yeah, gratifying. There you go. Yeah.
It's I don't know, it depends on if you're in the mood for Kubrick or not.
Yeah, it's a heavy pill to swallow for sure.
This one is one of the heavier ones, yeah, for sure. JD, hey, how's it going? You're next.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and vote Eyes Wide Shut as well, just because I think it's probably a better movie, even without having it be fresh in my mind. And I definitely want the excuse to rewatch it. So yeah, let's let that move on through, man.
I don't think Matt Damon's impressions were that good in that movie.
His one of the dad character was pretty good.
It was okay.
It was pretty good. I don't think his impression of Jude Law was very good.
I think no, not at all. Which is the whole point of the movie.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, yeah, but again, I liked it. I was just some of it. I was just like, okay, sure.
Yeah, you have to definitely suspend your disbelief quite a bit.
I'll pretend like you're being him more.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
by the way, Kate Blanchett, wow, good for her.
Yeah.
She's
good
so
for
young.
you.
Good for you.
No, but really,
so beautiful in that movie.
Yeah,
oh my
I
gosh,
agree.
what a goddess!
And this is like not too far away from like Lord of the Rings filming. So
she's so beautiful in that movie too. Though.
Gorgeous. I mean, she literally glows.
Yeah, she literally glows, and it was
CGI.
not CG. No, that's how she really looks. Yeah, it's magical.
Yeah, I would have voted Eyes Wide Shut too.
Cool.
And even though both are in my honorable mentions, it kind of would have been easy for me just because it's Kubrick and it was his last film, and there are many other factors. I think it's just I know there's deep themes going on in Talented Mr. Ripley, but I think Eyes Wide Shut, it runs even deeper.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll definitely get to it. I'm very curious already with 16 versus 1. Like,
oh yeah,
Eyes Wide Shut versus Fight Club. That's
fucking crazy,
gonna be,
dude.
Yeah.
Especially after we rewatch it.
I know.
And we get all of these
so
ideas in
fresh.
our head.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, because when I was originally ranking these, I had Eyes Wide Shut pretty well into my 10, but I just had other stuff that was fresher in my memory, so couldn't justify it.
Good. Fuck, that's good. All right, so the next matchup is number 24 seed October Sky. October Sky. We are not
Homer Hickam.
what we do for our country. I'm pretty sure there's a JFK speech in there somewhere.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes.
Number
Yes.
9 seed is Office Space, and these two are going head to head. And this is kind of quick vote territory, honestly. But
yeah. I mean, I like October Sky, but
October Sky is very good.
Yeah, I
Office,
mean,
Office Space is like a fucking. It's like, I don't know, a generational movie, man. It's like one of the best, one of the best comedies.
I don't think there's been a movie since then that has spoken to the 9 to 5 office worker.
Yeah.
Not in that way. No.
No.
Like we've had Waiting, which has spoken to people that wait.
Servers. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
but
people still quote Office Space to each other.
Yeah,
like I quote that
absolutely.
to random people that I don't even know watch movies, and they get it.
Yeah.
Like
Everyone's seen
even if
Office
they
Space.
haven't seen it, they know the stapler shit.
sure,
Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
they know the
right,
staple
right,
shit.
yeah.
Try ordering a margarita around me and get me to not comment on the margarita.
A case of the Mondays? People say
Yeah,
that all the
case
time.
of the
I
Mondays.
believe that, get your ass kicked. You know?
not gonna work here anymore. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you have no idea how many times I say that at my job.
Every day.
Especially because I handle new hire accounts and access at my job, and the amount of names I come up with, I'm like, how do you even pronounce that?
And I love
not gonna
how
work
he
here
gets all-
anymore.
He gets all bent out of shape about it. He's like, nah, he najad. It's not that hard.
He just completes it all fast like that. And the Michael Bolton shit. Why should I change my name? He's the one who
He's the one who
sucks.
fucking sucks.
Oh my god.
Michael, and the funny thing about that, like that lady's not ever met him before, and she just reacts to his name all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh, that's rich.
Michael Bolton?
So yeah, I think we're all quick voting. I mean, I'm first, but Office Space. Kyle, is your vote Office Space as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. JD's gonna.
Well, mine is the one with 2 words. That the first one starts with an O, and the second one starts with an S. So it's that one.
Oh, okay.
Both of them. Oh wait, shit. Okay, Office Space.
I just got that.
Yeah,
let me just some parting words for October Sky. It's a very good movie, and it's
This was another high school watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a high school movie.
Watch, yeah.
And
We watched
history
this in
class.
like shop class if you ever took shop class or whatever.
I remember like when they showed this movie in school, and I go, "Holy shit, was that a good movie?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they show us like an actual good, like that was good. Good for
It was
good,
wild. Like
good for you. Yeah.
This one, I remember I can count on like one hand all the good movies that I watched in high school. It was
Same
this
here.
one, like West Side Story,
Mhm.
and 13 Days, I think it's called, about the Cuban Missile Crisis with JFK.
Oh, 13 days. Is it 13 days later? Or
I think
just
it's called
13 days?
13 days or something like that.
I'm
13
thinking-
hours, 13 days. It's 13 something, but it's
Mhm.
you know, it's got like an actor playing JFK, and it's about like the White House perspective on the Cuban Missile
Yeah,
Crisis. And it's
Yeah,
very
it's the
good.
one with the actor that's in
plays the president and everything, right?
in the Star Trek movie. He's like Kirk's guy that brings him into.
Yeah, he plays
Yeah,
the president
that
of
guy.
fucking everything, like
Yeah, he's
Kingsman and like
he's
he's
always somebody of importance.
He's always
yes.
the president.
Yeah.
So like all of those, like West Side Story was like I watched in theater or whatever, and again my mind was still blown that I was like, this is actually good. October Sky was just like that, where I was like,
Yeah.
I finished it, and especially like my main takeaway was like, even after I rewatched it recently, was like Chris Cooper's character being so fucking well written and developed.
Mhm.
I just love that. Like, I mean,
Dude.
the town literally does nothing but mines. Everybody is a miner, not a miner, but a
Right.
miner.
Minor.
Yeah.
Minor,
Not a
not a
minor.
minor.
Not a minor,
But a miner.
A minor.
So it makes no sense for anybody to have dreams outside of that. So he's
Right.
just trying to make sure that his son's future is stable, but he's just kind of an asshole about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he hates that he had to be relegated to doing something like that
It's
himself.
Zoolander. I know. Zoolander. I get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Gyllenhaal
Like-
talked about that scene.
No, but
Good.
I don't know. I think it's a really good movie, and it's got that like JD was saying, that like talk back to your father like moment
Yeah.
or whatever. That's
Well,
like
that was like
super powerful. So
Gyllenhaal was pretty new to acting. I mean, obviously he's really young, but like Cooper was having to like coach him through that scene, like what it was actually about.
mhm.
So I don't know if y'all ever watched that GQ series where they pops
I
up on
need to.
YouTube where actors talk about their best roles in like 3 to 4 minute blurbs. The Nick Cage one is really good. It just gives a lot of insight into like particular scenes or like where the actor's headspace was at during a particular movie.
That's rad.
That's super
Yeah, I
cool.
want to
Yeah.
watch those.
They're
Yeah,
really
that's-
worth it. Like just go pick out like your top 5 of your most recent ones. They roll them out like every 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh,
So
I
don't know
they
if,
keep it pretty current.
I don't know if y'all remember this one scene, and I did, even though this movie is like it got a predictable ending, you can see a mile away. I did get emotional at the end, and anyway, it still
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
But there's a scene in there where like one of Jake Gyllenhaal's classmates, like his dad died in the mines,
Right.
and the stepfather is just a fucking abusive piece of shit, and and Chris Cooper catches the stepfather beating up the kid. And Chris Cooper like beats the shit out of him, and he's like, "You're not doing this. You're not laying a finger on him ever again." And then he takes the kid, Jake Gyllenhaal's classmate, in with the car with him, and he's like, "I'm gonna give you a ride or whatever. Keep him away from the stepfather and stuff." And I'm like, "Damn it, that is such a good fucking scene right there.
Yeah.
That shows you his true character, other than just being like a grouchy dad."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
He might have views about his
moral
son's
compass.
views, but he's not a bad guy. He's just
Yeah.
He's just bitter about his station.
Yeah, and he does.
He's just a good guy who got dealt some bad cards,
Right.
And he doesn't think that the cards exist to change that situation. So why
Right.
even fight against the current?
Especially when he's the leader of the mine, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Office Space does move on. It does create another interesting matchup between two. Well, one's a more in your face comedy, and the other is kind of more of like a situational comedy that, as you explain it, it's funny. Rushmore, that's the one. It's
Oh, all right.
that's going to be interesting, man. All right, the next matchup is two very similar movies going head to head. It's number 20 seed Toy Story 2 versus number 13 seed Three Kings.
Wow.
Very
Jeez.
similar movies.
I'd have
And
seen
JD
both.
hasn't seen one of these, but that's okay, though. That's okay. That's fine
that-
with me. JD, you're first. So
Sweet. I mean, feel free to course correct, but I'm gonna do the weird thing and go with the one that I've seen.
oh God.
Yeah, I know it's weird. I'm gonna go with
the
Toy
one
Story
where the director's
2.
an asshole.
Who directed Toy Story 2? Maybe they're an asshole. I don't know.
John Lasseter.
John Lasseter? Yeah, John Lasseter. He's got ass in the name. Is he?
Yeah. Well, I guess he was doing an asshole. He was doing asshole things, but he was more touchy-feely asshole, not shouty, punchy asshole.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, my vote still stands for that kind of asshole. We're gonna go.
So I guess
him.
there are similarities between the two.
Yeah. Good.
But yeah, you're voting for the touchy-feely guy. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. Touchy-feely too. There we go.
Yeah. So I'm next, and I'm gonna go with Three Kings on this one.
Good call.
I know that like Toy Story 2 is very, very good, but it's just not the one I revisit the most and get the most out of from that series. And Three Kings, it's in my 10. This is a very biased vote. If I'm being honest, it's my number 6 or some shit because the style of that movie is so fucking cool. Even though he was winging it every single day on the set, which is like, that's what the movie's famous for, is like, he wasn't really planning shots, he was doing them in the moment, and it was a nightmare to make, apparently.
Yeah,
But
I remember hearing all the stories, yeah.
Yeah, even considering all that, I'm like, it still ended up being a fucking great movie.
Dude, it's super entertaining.
Yeah,
and the bad guy or the adversary, in the movie, the antagonist, if you will. Yeah. Super cool. I like he's a cool bad guy. I like him.
Even though we watched this for, I think it was war movies or something related to that. We had this in the list or bracket or something, or somebody brought it up. I can't remember what the situation was, but I did watch it again, and now I'm compelled to watch it again. Honestly, it's so watchable.
It's pretty good, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Toy Story 2, I'm kind of like, it's a lot of familiar plot beats about a toy getting lost. And then the Jessie story was like, I know people get broken up about Jessie or whatever because she gets separated from her kid, and Woody's like, "Am I seeing into my future as a toy or whatever? Am I gonna is my kid gonna outlive me or whatever, or not outlive, but you know what I mean?
Outgrow
his usefulness, outgrow him." And that just didn't. Sorry, that seemed to resonate more with a lot of other people other than me. I thought that part was fine. Like, it's not offensive or anything. I like the movie still.
Right.
But Three Kings is just on a whole other level, in my opinion. Even if the actors involved hated working on that movie, I don't care.
Yeah, too bad.
Good. Too bad. I liked it. So, Kyle, what's your vote?
I'm going to double down. I'm going to go Three Kings also.
Yes.
So now JD's
freeze frame pose.
Cool. Hopefully it finishes legally downloading before next week.
On iTunes, yeah.
On iTunes, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know why we keep plugging them. Let's just assume.
Didn't they close down iTunes also? Don't use that anymore?
Only on Apple products.
Oh.
Yeah. I still use it on Windows. It still works fine.
Yeah.
But now it's just Apple Music or some bullshit on Apple products. Like, they just removed it from those computers.
Weird.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't use Apple. They can go fuck themselves.
I know, same here, yeah. My work phone, which is an Apple, it factory reset itself for no reason the other day. And I was completely unable to do anything for work and whatever, and I was like, never seen a phone do that before. Thanks, Apple.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta go to Mars, though. Don't you believe me?
Yeah, fucking, yeah. We're gonna get there so quick in our lifetime.
Jesus
we still
Christ.
make leaky submarine, guys. That's we're.
All right. So the next matchup, I don't know how we got here, but I fucking hate this one. This is really, really tough. Number 21 seed Iron Giant. Apologies to all Iron Giant. 'Cause there are some serious Iron Giant fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
Versus number 12 seed The Green Mile.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this fucking sucks. This sucks, dude. So who is first? We're at the fourth one. So we're back to Kyle being first.
Oh, fuck me.
Tired Kyle.
See. I know. Yeah, Iron Giant and Green Mile here. Let's see here. Jeez. Well, one's really long and sad.
The other one has a sad moment at the end.
Yeah, the other one's kind of sad at the end and animated.
Yeah.
And Vin Diesel's like, I'm a robot. I am robot. He voices the robot, right? I'm not.
He does. He
okay,
does.
I'm just making sure. I didn't say anything. I don't. God, yeah, this is kind of tough.
He says fam. I'm not shitting you. I think he says family. Doesn't he say family?
I don't fucking know.
Isn't that his one line?
I have no idea, man. It's been so long since I've seen it.
It's part of the Fast and the Furious universe.
Yeah. No, it's everything. He based his entire career on that one fucking line.
And now I'm thinking to his Saving Private Ryan role too. He also says family in that because he gives a letter to his.
Oh my god!
Get this letter to my family.
Jesus Christ!
No.
Attach some NOS to your car to get there.
Yeah, right.
Family.
I was gonna say, where's the NOS sticker on the Iron Giant? Like, if you look for it, it's got to be there somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
I feel like I gotta go, and I haven't seen this movie in a long time, so maybe it's worth a rewatch. I'm probably gonna have to go The Green Mile. I feel like that's the right choice.
That's fair to me. This is a really tough matchup. JD,
Yeah.
what is your vote?
Oh, man, I'm gonna go with The Green Mile. I know it's crazy to think the Iron Giant would be knocked out.
It really is. Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen it, and The Green Mile is pretty fresh for me. So, because this was a part of my oversights, I think, that we still haven't finished up yet.
Oh, really?
I watched that very recently. For that.
The Green Mile was. I thought you were saying.
Yeah, this was one of my movies that I had never seen. That it was criminal that I hadn't seen it, so I shamed myself for it.
Yeah,
that's a great choice though, because like it's Darabont adapting Stephen King again, and like that dude.
Yeah,
he's just so fucking good at that. He's done like 3 Stephen King adaptations, and he's good at it every time.
Yep, that's very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, the emotion for Green Mile still in me from that view. So I'm gonna go with that. Even though a rewatch of Iron Giant before we recorded this could have swayed it one way or the other. Really,
probably, but at the same time,
could have.
Now I feel like
not
a
saying
hypocrite
but
because I have Iron Giant at 15 and Green Mile in my honorable mentions. But like, Green Mile makes the most sense. Honestly, it's probably I probably would have voted for it if we ended up split somehow.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All right. Well, cool.
I'm a whore for prison movies, and that's what that is. It's a death row movie.
Even though it's like Kyle said, it's long and sad.
It's both of those things for its entirety.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like like Schindler's List, not like Schindler's List in that sense, like not as heavy, but it's an experience, Like it's something everybody should see at least once for sure, even if it's not one you're going to throw on every day afterwards.
I think I need to watch it. I for sure need to watch it again, especially because I don't know, something about like Stephen King, Frank Darabont movies are just like so fucking rewatchable, even if they're depressing as shit. Like Shawshank is mostly depressing up until the end.
Yeah,
and I don't know, and also Tom Hanks. I can't turn down. Tom Hanks.
Can't go wrong with Tom Hanks. Man.
Yeah.
And Iron Giant's really good. Like man, I slept on that movie for so long, and
it's good.
I could not believe how good that animation is to date. Like it's
a really pretty movie. Yeah.
And it's just a Warner Brothers animation movie. Like, and I don't know that they've done anything that compares to that since then or before it. It was kind of like an anomaly of a movie, more or less. That ending though, the ending of both of these movies are fucking tough.
Yeah,
very
absolutely,
tough. Yeah, but Green Mile moves on though. It's going on the Green Mile, and then we're going to kill it.
Probably,
yeah.
And forget the sponge before we electrocute.
Jesus Christ!
That's the most fucked up part. Is just like treating electrocuting people as like this procedural thing that you just like. First you do this, then you do this, then you got to do this, and we fucked up.
All these rules to like safely execute a person.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
It's just very, very. It's uncomfortable.
It's all gross.
Yeah,
it's all gross. Anyway, so we're moving on. The next round is a number 18 seed. Kind of a bummer, but at the same time, you guys don't have to watch it, I guess. The Insider, number 18.
Oh no.
Versus number 15 seed Election.
Oh.
Tougher for me than you guys. These two are right next to each other on my list. Am I first? I'm fucking first, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm first. This is really tough. So The Insider is like a movie that like I'm discovering I'm a fan of this genre of movies where it's just about like the media. Like half of this movie is about a dude who's snitching on tobacco companies. And the other half is like following Pacino's character who works at 60 Minutes, and he's constantly fighting a battle with his bosses to get the the piece together that totally blows the whistle on tobacco companies. And his bosses just keep shooting it down or whatever. So I mean, half of it takes place in like a newsroom type scenario, and I love those movies, man. I'm just such a fucking whore for those.
Yeah.
Prison movies and media movies are just like, I love them.
What if there's a prison media movie?
Oh my god, I will just see those movies without my pants on immediately. Insider's great. It is like a 3-hour movie, but it's a Michael Mann movie, so it's like it kind of flies by. I mean, it's good Michael Mann era still. Like, you know, it's like he did
coming off Heat,
this. Yeah. So we're still in the good era of Michael Heat shit. Michael Heat.
He changed his name after he did so well with Heat.
Man.
Wouldn't that be great if you could just change your name to your best accomplishment?
Yeah, right.
Oh man, I can't even think of one for me. But anyway, Michael Heat.
Michael Heat.
So this has Russell Crowe as Jeffrey Wygant.
Wagyu beef.
And Kyle and I went to school with his daughter.
What?
Graduated same year.
Oh,
and,
well, I mean, technically that means I did too, so I'm going to piggyback on that success right there.
And yeah, so like there was a point where like somebody, I think it was that teacher that you hate, Kyle, and I'm sorry for bringing him up because he sounded like he was a real asshole to you, but he was like a coach or whatever, and he just fucking bullied you, and he was an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
So sorry for bringing him up. Nobody else knows who he is outside of this anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I remember he found out her last name, and he was like, is your dad this guy from this movie? You know, because it was around that year, like it was like 6th, 7th grade or whatever the fuck. And she was like, yeah, it was totally him. And then they went on this long. So I've been like sleeping on not seeing this movie for like a long fucking time since I heard about it then, and I went, oh, that sounds fucking interesting. Like knowing this really happened to somebody, and how his family was just threatened nonstop by tobacco companies and like their shady deeds. It's a great movie though. It's long. It's like Green Mile. It's like got this really long runtime, but it doesn't feel long. You know, it's like Heat too. You know, it's like, oh, well, just a minute. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to election anyway, so whatever.
All right.
I just had to say all that because Insider's not going to get any more time.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks, but
it sucks.
Yeah, that does
election
suck.
is.
I was going to finish up downloading today too, so I mean, I'll still end up watching them.
Obviously, on Apple Movies or iTunes.
Yes,
Apple uploading is what I mean.
On Napster. On Kazaa.
Shit, guys, LimeWire just crashed.
Yeah.
Election though is it's just a more accessible movie. It's funnier. I mean, Insider's more, it's more of like a biopic scenario where it's like, oh shit, that really happened. That's deep. And Election's like, man, this is funny. I could take a lot out of the themes of this. Like,
Election was great. I'm really glad.
I like Election. Yeah.
So I'm 100% going with Election on this one. So Kyle, what's your vote on this one? I mean,
I'm gonna have to go Election as well.
Okay, Election moves on. Oh well.
Yay.
Apologies, Insider, but it was.
Wow.
This is actually legitimately tough. Like people would, like, kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Struggle to make a comfortable face if they heard this matchup because this is very tough. These are two very good movies against each other.
Yep.
Squirm. Squirm's the word I'm looking for.
Squirm.
I'm squirming.
I almost kept saying like in my head squench, and I was like, that's not. Is that a thing?
You're watching a lot of like Rick and Morty. Squanch. Never mind. Right?
Morty.
Is it okay if I squanch over here, guys?
Yeah, squinch sounds more like guttural, like gas is coming out at some point.
So I fucked that up. Whatever, that's fine. Election's great. Let's moving on. The next matchup is number 23 seed Big Daddy.
Whoa.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Oh my god.
Why you give him all the easy ones?
Like I love that quote. Versus number 10 seed Galaxy Quest.
Oh fuck that. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Is this a quick vote? I feel
it's a quick vote.
Yeah.
Right.
Galaxy Quest is like.
So JD, what's your vote?
Yeah, I mean it's going to be Galaxy Quest, but shout out to Big Daddy, man. I quote that movie almost as much as any other Sandler movie.
Isn't like
obscure shit with Cozart all the time.
Same here.
People like Galaxy Quest so much they like consider it Star Trek canon.
Yeah,
dude, it's not no bullshit. People put it in like the top 10 Star Trek movies.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Yeah.
he does not call it Galaxy Quest. He just calls it the best Star Trek thing ever made.
Yeah,
So like he doesn't like
Star Trek thing ever made.
he doesn't let you know about that before he starts talking about the movie. So for like 2 years, I didn't know he was actually talking about Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Goddamn.
Fucking battery boy.
It is a great movie, and you know what? It's the one where the nerds bail out the heroes.
That's true.
And,
That's very true.
Like, that's such a rare thing to like have your fandom pay off. You know, that's why. That's why
Dude,
it's so
Sam
beloved
Rockwell's
primarily.
character in that movie is so fucking hilarious. Like,
Oh, dude, the red shirt who's like, I'm just gonna die, like so paranoid about it.
Yeah.
And then he becomes a slick guy in the new iteration of Galaxy Quest at the end. Oh my god, dude, I love his arc, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
He's so great. That really put him on the map. It seems like career wise.
Yeah.
I don't remember him because I saw this in theaters, like that weekend or whatever. But I couldn't remember him from that. For all I know, he was the first time I saw him was Matchstick Men or whatever, or maybe Confessions of a Dangerous Mind or whatever. But the point is that I would not have remembered him from Galaxy Quest at all. So when I saw him in this, I was like, holy shit, look, it's that guy.
Yeah, it's fucking that dude who dances everywhere he goes.
Yeah, he does. He dances everywhere.
Everywhere he shows up, yeah,
like
he just like he's
crosswalk,
dancing. He's a very jolly guy.
I think Justin Long plays the nerd in this too.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Fun observation. There's some other like people that you'll very quickly recognize that have brief parts in it. I think is Seth Rogen in this one?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to. There's somebody that appears like very briefly, like momentarily in it, and he's like a huge star now.
Rainn Wilson's in it.
Rainn Wilson, he might be the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
He's in it very briefly. Yes, it's just Rainn Wilson and Justin Long. My bad. Oh well. But yeah, Justin Long's like the main nerd in it, who Tim Allen treats like shit, and then comes around on. And this is a great role for Sigourney Weaver too. And,
Oh yeah, big time.
I love Alan Rickman's existential crisis in this movie.
Yeah.
He had a good year. I like him as the voice in Dogma too.
Yeah, he had a great.
Oh, yeah.
He's one
great.
of my favorite parts of that movie for sure.
Dude, yeah.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, dude.
Dude, come on.
Hello.
Hello.
My name
the
is
voice
Alan.
My name is Megatron. I am the voice of God.
Megatron.
Oh my god, it's so
Do not
great.
stop spraying me with fire. What are you doing that?
So Galaxy Quest is moving on, but yeah, Big Daddy is very watchable. I don't know why
it's a really
just not talked about like at all.
adorable movie, but it's kind of a ridiculous premise. Like this guy with a
Very.
kid, get the fuck out. No, there's no way this could ever happen.
Right.
But yeah, the jokes are funny, man. Like the Hooters running joke is hilarious to me.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just making fun of her tits all the time.
Oh,
or
yeah.
sorry, I can't. Am I allowed to say tits anymore?
Boobs? I don't
Boobs.
know. Whatever.
Wait, did they take tits away
That
from us?
woman's bust?
I don't know. I don't know what the
Making
language
fun
is.
of her bust?
Kyle, can you guide me here on this?
No, I'm
Yeah, Kyle, you're good
apparently-
with the language.
I'm apparently not, subject matter expert on that. So.
Okay, well, I mean, I heard some things, so I was just checking.
Yeah, Big Daddy's really fun, and in fact, I kind of want to watch it now. But it's one
Schneider
of those movies where,
is-
like, you think about it, and you're like, I should watch that right now, shouldn't I?
He's
It's a
fucking
good.
hilarious.
It's
in
a
that.
good.
Yeah, Rob Schneider's great in it.
Hey,
And,
I got drink cold. You want some chocolate cake?
John Stewart's in it too. He plays
Yeah.
like the dude that
The real dad.
He's the real.
Yeah, the real dad.
The roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah, for reals.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
reals. For reals. Yeah.
For real.
Joey Lauren Adams is just continuing her fucking adorable train from Chasing Amy to this one.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's adorable in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah, and Leslie Mann is hilarious in this.
Leslie Mann's super hilarious.
That's who you're talking about with the
Oh yeah, the Hooters.
with the chest.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just.
Can we say tits?
Testicles. Yeah.
I don't know.
So the kids.
Hey kids, hey
two
people,
kids.
kids listening to this. I assume you're kids. I don't know why I said that. But hey, drop us a comment. Is tits okay to say?
Let us know. Let us know.
Appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Sorry, what were you going to say, JD?
I was gonna say the kid he's a twin. We got like an Olsen twin situation going on there.
He is a twin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
and
is.
they're like
He's,
famous like
and
Disney.
now-
Dylan
yeah.
and Cole Sprouse. They're like
Yeah,
super
they're like
famous
super
kids.
famous, and people like girls jerk off or whatever they do to them.
What?
Right.
Did they really get famous?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
have a show.
They're on Riverdale.
Disney.
One of them's on Riverdale, right?
Yeah, one of
What?
them's on
Are
Riverdale.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
I had
The
no
two
idea.
kids,
Yeah.
It's called like it's a show about a hotel or something where they're two brothers whose family owns a hotel, and they live there, and so it's like the interactions within the hotel. My sister
Dude, I had no idea they were
was in
still acting.
love with these kids.
weird.
growing up. Well, I mean, yeah, she's 7 years younger than me, so
Okay. Well, that's
they are her age.
okay. That's okay.
It's not my 70-year-old sister.
You know, Twitter has like a section of it that's like just like teenage fandom, and they are really big into. I think it's Cole Sprouse that's on Riverdale.
Yeah,
because I think they have separate careers now. But yeah, he's the one that's on Riverdale, and like, oh my god, dude, some of the stuff they say about him, it's like Jesus, pump the brakes.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like the K-pop fandom or whatever. Like, guys, calm the fuck down a little bit.
Chill out.
It's just music.
it's like
or
your
it's just a show.
It's
like
a lifestyle.
Your picture from Whiplash. This shit. That shit.
Yeah, that's true. I fucking love that scene too, because it's like I'm trying to use that meme contextually, because when Neiman says that, the guy isn't drumming. He's not drumming horribly.
Right.
It's just that Neiman doesn't understand what's so amazing about it and better than him.
Right.
So I'm trying to use it in context, like, say, like, I mean, yeah, it's good, but that shit, like, that's being overpraised over like something that's amazing. Like, I don't. It's I think, what was something that I used it for recently? I think it was I can't even remember now. Cannot even remember now. It was a movie that I saw that everybody would not shut the fuck up about, and then I saw it, and I was like, "That shit, seriously?" I mean, it was good, but like that shit,
yeah,
like calm down.
Well,
like,
where people are going to take that out of context just because of the word shit. That I run into that a lot, because I use the word
if
shit.
If they saw
just
the movie, hopefully they know why I'm saying it.
Yeah, but I use shit to mean stuff. I don't mean it always as a term of quality, and I think a lot of people that don't use the word so loosely see shit and they think you're criticizing the quality of it.
Right.
So whether they get the context of what you're saying or not, they're like,
yeah,
"Wait,
I just mean stuff."
Yeah, yeah, and that's I run into that a lot. People think I hate something, and I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, you said it was shit. I was like, yeah, but I just meant stuff. That's what I just saw that shit right here.
Yeah, right here. So the next matchup, we got two left. The next matchup is number 19 seed. Ah, shit. Speaking of shit, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, stuff.
We got some shit right here. I'm just gonna call everything shit now, so people understand what I say when I use that meme.
Yep.
All right. So number 19 seed is Bowfinger versus number 14 seed American Booty.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounds like there's probably a clear winner here.
Oh.
God damn it. So who's for? Kyle's first.
It's American Beauty and what?
Bowfinger.
Bowfinger. That's the Eddie Murphy movie, right?
Yeah, it is.
I like that movie.
That movie's fucking great.
Yeah, it's super hilarious. They're trying to make. Oh man, I haven't seen that movie in so long. Yeah, I remember really liking that movie though. Yeah.
I saw it in the theaters, and I don't think I've watched it since.
I think that's exactly like my situation. Maybe
which
a couple
is unfortunate
times.
because,
no,
like,
I remember watching it like with friends at home. I remember. I mean, jeez. American Beauty was just kind of on my list. It wouldn't be now after it got knocked off from my Mononoke gate, as I'll go down in history to be known as.
Mononoke gate. Mononogate.
Yeah, Mononogate. Because I truly just think that American Beauty is like, this is okay.
I'm kind of in the same boat, but I haven't seen it in a long time. So like, I feel like regardless of how this goes, I'm just going to see it again.
Yeah.
Because I'm unfairly judging it because of like Kevin Spacey being in it and the storyline being too similar.
It's out. It's out there on Prime, I believe.
Yeah.
You know,
it's somewhere. It's somewhere you can stream.
Right,
it,
right. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna go American Beauty. Bowfinger, I think it's funny, but that's just what it is. It's just funny. It's just a comedy. American Beauty, like, people love that movie for whatever reason. So Legacy, American Beauty.
All right, fine. I'm just kidding. So am I next? No, god damn it, I'm getting outvoted, aren't I?
Yeah, probably.
JD's next, god fucking damn it. Shit.
Hey, you made the order, so, you know.
I did, that's true.
Yeah. It's on you, man.
Actually, God made it. I just
played yourself. Oh, so divine intervention occurred.
Okay, wow.
With our lists.
I just recite his words, or whatever, I don't know.
All right, I'm about to draw.
I am just an instrument.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go American Beauty. I think for me at least, it's probably a better movie overall. But it has been so long since I've seen it that I'm not really sure how I feel about it now. But either way, I'm watching both of these fucking movies during the split. So,
Bowfinger's hilarious. So
yeah, I mean,
Bowfinger's goddamn great.
Yeah.
I remember little bits about that movie, like I mean, because there's two of them, aren't there? Isn't that the whole gag?
Yeah, there's a lookalike.
There's a
It's
lookalike.
very, very nerdy, and
they're trying to get him to play like the real guy.
Yeah,
yeah. So
the real guy, and they're filming, and they're still using the real guy in their movie by just having somebody dress up in weird fucking clothes and going and talking to him.
Right.
To the point where he's like, "Am I in a weird cult or something?" Like, and then it becomes like a thing where he has an existential crisis because of all the things Steve Martin's like putting him in,
right,
without him knowing. Like, so he's in the movie without him knowing, basically.
That's cool. Yeah,
it's a great plot, dude. It's really funny too. And also, the swipes at Scientology are good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, I'll definitely appreciate that now, especially. Probably wouldn't have known what the fuck it was back then.
Yeah, I mean, they call it something else. But like, it's very clearly like a religion that's like a cult and sci-fi based. Let's call it that.
Well,
so it's very clearly Scientology. But so I would have voted Bowfinger, but like I get it. American Beauty won like Best Picture and shit. So I mean,
yeah, I mean it's just
lost on me.
It's one of those movies that's like stuck with me for a long time because I actually watched it probably like 10 years ago for the first time.
Wow.
Didn't watch it when it came out.
I didn't watch it when it came out either. I think I probably watched it.
I don't think I
10
did
years
either.
ago. Also, yeah.
Yeah. I was somewhere in like the 5 years ago train. Where
I actually really got into like a Kevin Spacey kick there for a little while at the end of high school, like with
Yikes, dude.
Usual Suspects.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey,
can't
huh?
say that these days. Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, I mean, but it's true. But back then, you know, like Usual Suspects and just a bunch of other shit that he was in, I really loved. So I think that's why I got into American Beauty at all. But didn't he win for that as for Best Actor? Or did it just win Best Picture?
I don't remember. Let's take away all the Oscars from him, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I know. You're not wrong, and it's tough to talk about his movies without.
I'm pretty sure he did.
The charges were dropped, guys. He's totally like not guilty, obviously.
Yeah, I wonder why they got.
I remember when all of that broke
Settlement,
out. I remember when all that broke out, and everybody talks about his speech, and when all the news broke out about him, and everybody talks about his Oscar speech about like, oh, look at what he says here. It's like he's alluding to something. I can't remember. I can't remember though.
Yeah, what were people reaching?
I have no fucking idea. Yeah, people love to reach on Twitter. You know how it is. Yes, he won Best Actor. Sam Mendes won Best Director. Alan Ball wrote that. Holy shit. He did True Blood and 6 Feet Under, shit like that.
Oh.
That's pretty crazy. I didn't know that. Anyway, so American Beauty's moving on. God damn it. And so the next matchup is this is another quick vote scenario. Number 22 seed, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Versus number 11 about you. Versus number 11 seed Dogma. So we're just gonna go ahead and quick vote this one. As much as I love Heath Ledger, and yeah. Anyway, so I'm first. Okay. I was looking at the wrong section. My vote's Dogma. So Kyle, what's your vote?
Dogma.
Oh, go figure. Dogma moves on. Who would have guessed?
Weird.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, so, but yeah, 10 Things I Hate About You. I rewatched that recently. It holds up very well. I know there's some I know there's some like father being controlling shit in there that won't hold up with a lot of people that watch it. But I mean,
sure, single fathers probably still act that way though.
You can't.
With those
act
two
like
girls,
that doesn't exist.
You know, that's probably still a thing.
Right.
And Alex Mack grew up and she's hot in that movie, so.
Yeah.
Secret World of Alex Mack, man.
Yeah. What happened to her? Where's she at now?
I don't know. Her and what's his face make a cute couple. So.
Oh yeah, the Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He's really famous now for whatever reason.
That guy. I don't know who he is. But
yeah, no one's ever heard of him. He's not Robin.
Robin. What a weird name. It's almost like it's an allusion to something. Just being a jackass. Sorry. But anyway, that's it. Those are the 8 matchups. And,
oh wow.
We're gonna do the 16 seeds. We're gonna do those in the next episode.
16 seeds, maybe.
We're gonna do some of our own little rewatch homework or just first time watch homeworks. I don't know what first time watches. I mean, I think Three Kings is the only one.
Yeah, I got to get Three Kings, and I will we got Mononoke going into the tourney, right?
Mononoke, 13th Warrior, and Three Kings. You need
Yeah.
to
Okay.
do.
So I've got those. Cool. And I will
13th
still
Warrior
watch...
is just Beowulf. So if you like the story of Beowulf, that's what
It's
13th
Beowulf
Warrior
mixed
is.
with Viking.
I liked Beowulf.
story.
I wrote my senior paper on Beowulf.
Oh, so you know a little bit about it then.
Yeah.
This movie might be up your alley. Who knows?
It was the cultural synthesis of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Beowulf.
Wow.
And I got a fucking A. Which
Dude,
means I did a really good job bullshitting my way through that topic. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I bullshitted through my senior paper too, and I never even read the thing that my senior paper.
I don't even remember what they asked me to do. I legit got meta with it, and I was like, I was writing it as if I was like the narrator on Fight Club or something. And I was like,
oh wow,
you're gonna sit there and read this and judge me.
So you added some perspective to it, man. That's cool.
Yeah, that's true. But like, they don't care. What are they gonna like? Not let me graduate for one paper?
Yeah,
it's not. You know, I was already doing well enough, so
right.
It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Cool.
It's fine. Anyway, the 16 is going to be brutal as fuck, even more brutal than that.
Probably.
So that's going to be fun. And I put the picture of the image of what the brackets look like in the chat, so you guys can see it.
Seen it.
I should probably get better at posting that on like Facebook and Twitter and stuff, so people can see that shit.
So you can fucking see it, bro.
Anyway,
we used to do that when we would split our episodes up between ranking and then do the tournament. Now we make our bracket on the fly so much, you know.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're trying to do shorter episodes now, for fuck's sake. And that's been 1999 Part 1, because the year deserves it.
It does.
I'm Jeff Woody on Twitter, WIDDY. We're EoC Pod on Twitter as well. And you can find us on Facebook, Enter Tournament of Champions Podcast, and YouTube, and Apple Podcasts, or iTunes, whatever the fuck it's called now. You can find us there, and Spotify especially, and other places. You can just find us places. Search for podcasts.
We're all over the place.
And you'll fucking find us, I guarantee you. Anyway, Kyle, do you have anything you want to say about like Subcultured, or I guess you post pretty actively on that Facebook page. So.
Yeah. I'm going over there and do news, and quit being such babies, everybody.
Yeah.
About everything.
But Benioff and Weiss.
I'm just gonna chime in and go no. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the riveting conversation.
I know, right?
Yeah. Anyways, go over there and fucking get your news on or whatever. I don't really care, and just type in no. I don't give a shit.
All right. Well, with that invitation, I'm totally gonna go over there and just start, like
no for
spamming
everything.
every post and go
no,
not doing it for me.
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah. Don't think so.
And JD's still doing butt doctoring, so stay tuned for all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Of course. And I hope you dig our new. Again, I'm still getting used to our artwork. I still fucking love how professional it looks, and
it's great.
Meshes with the new song. I really dig that stuff.
It just says.
I wonder who did our new song. He must be a genius.
Yeah, probably.
Just kidding.
I don't know. It sounds like some cuck I saw at an open mic night playing some weird songs.
He sounds like a real not talented dude at all.
Yeah,
sounds like a Bob Dylan wannabe or something. That's how I sing, everybody.
Yeah, Bob Dylan, no talent, none
at all. That's how he got so famous.
One more cup of coffee for the road. That's stuck in my head since that fucking Rolling Thunder documentary.
That's actually, you know what? Not even a Bob Dylan fan.
Yeah,
watching that.
It's a interesting experience for sure. It's like a fever dream, is how I've heard it described, and it's very accurate.
Yep. But it's hypnotizing. It'll get you into his song somehow.
Yeah.
Which is wild because I don't really care about his music.
No, I would never.
I should. I should. I'm a songwriter, but I just don't.
I've always appreciated his music. It's just it sounds fucked up. I don't like listening to it when it's played by him. I like other people playing his songs because I think he's a good songwriter. It's just his voice is not always what I'm in the mood for.
Right.
But whatever.
Anyway, that's gonna do it. So stay tuned for next week. Bye.
Bye.